That's clever. Right. Welcome to LiveTUBBSweekly, and it's been a weird one. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Let me just double check my audio. Yep. Now, normally I'd tell you what's happened this week, and then I'd go into what's happening next week, and then we go into just whatever talk and stuff, and I'm okay with that. But I don't know. I'm also going to be doing some art, and I am going to be doing some art because I want to finish off this one picture, because I think this is the last picture that I need to do details on stuff. I'm just not entirely sure that the person that I'm doing this picture partly for is going to be into it and is kind of talking to me even. So yeah, it's all good fun. Drawing pad is plugged in, opening the program. So what's been happening this week? Nothing. Basically nothing. I've been very, very busy with just trying to find a new job and also trying to get the ball preparation sorted and stuff like that. Because the sci-fi convention is not next weekend, but it's the weekend after. So things are happening, kind of. So there's that. I do have some really good news, and I think I mentioned this last week and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure if I did yet or not. But I have completely finished booking and all that stuff for the, I was going to say the convention, but it's not the convention, it's the the thing with the place and the people. The thing that's making me excited, the excited thing, the thing I'm excited for. Oh my god, what is it? Vegas. Oh my god. I knew what it was. I could picture it, but it was just like there were no words at all showing up in my head for this. So yeah. Yeah, for Vegas, I'm basically finishing the prep for that, so that's cool. Yeah, I've got my tickets. I've got everything sorted. I literally just got to get to the airport now and go. But sadly, that is not until April. And that's a pain in the butt because, well, it's not April yet. So yeah. Okay. I forgot how to do all of this stuff. 1 second. There we go. Just until I'm done talking, I'm going to just leave that on the screen in that configuration. I don't know, it looks a bit off to be honest, but I'll fix that in a second. I think I'll finish talking first. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, so I've done all the prep for that. So basically I am all set to go. All I need to do is basically get my ass to the airport at April. I wish I was going now. So that made me very happy. That made me very, very happy. And then basically my depression seemed to be leaving. It seemed to be very, very, very swiftly leaving. So at least going down a bit. So that's awesome. That was awesome. And then the beginning of this weekend happened. And now at the beginning of this weekend, I was, again, I wasn't totally not depressed, but I was in the middle of I've gotten over the crest of the massive wave that hit me earlier, and essentially my former investor was talking to me again, and it seemed like he'd got his shit together, and we were going to actually do this properly now and stuff. And he made some back payments to me, which was very, very nice of him. Very, very appreciative. Very cool. Until this morning, when he did the same thing that he did to me. He's done this to me at least 2 times before. And basically, he said that he'd been lying to me, that everything was that it was completely over, probably, between us and stuff, and there was going to be no more investment. Not only that, but he also asked me for all the money that he gave to me back and stuff. So at first I was very angry, more than I was depressed. And you know, like I said, he'd done this to me like 2 times before, so I was pissed then. But this time, it just was a bit more. It was a bit more vile than that. Yeah, because I found out that basically he'd been lying to me the entire time, and that everything that he basically said to me was bullshit, and that in fact that he didn't appreciate my work and stuff. And it was just, yeah. He also gave me some sub story about why he needed the money back and stuff like that. But the thing is that I'm not believing anything this guy says anymore. He's admitted to lying to me, so I don't know what to believe at this moment. So yeah. He then basically, I said, prove it basically to the sub story they gave me, and he like conjured up an invoice, an old invoice of what he needs the money for and stuff like that. And it's like, no, I need proof now and stuff. Also, I'm going to contact the people that basically you have given me the invoice from, and essentially we'll talk it out. You know, we'll see if your story is true. Then I'll send the money back to you. He then accused me of being weird and creepy and stuff like that, and to not do that and stuff, and essentially called me a bunch of names, and yeah, I don't get it. But essentially, that's now over. So I'm definitely super not being invested anymore. I'm super broke, apart from that last bit of money. Yeah, so I'm back to square one of depression again. And I've been dealing with that most of today, but I'm getting over it. It's getting better. It's not, you know, it's basically, I'm kind of over the angry stage, mostly just in the feeling sorry for myself stage, and I do not want to keep talking about it, to be honest. I do not want to keep talking about my depression. It really does piss me off because, you know, some people feel better by telling other people about their depression. People will tell you that talking about it will help and stuff like that, and it can help some people, but it's just that I know that by talking about my depression, I'm mostly just bumming them out and stuff, you know, or worrying people, and that really pisses me off more. And basically, simple facts, guys. You know, if you're a friend of mine and you are worried about me and worried about my depression, then basically I've told you that I'm depressed. I am dealing with it. Enough. Okay, that's the information you need. Don't worry about me. I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to get over it, and it's basically it's a whole thing. But just me talking about it doesn't help me. It's, you know, I'm not one of those people that basically that can help. I'm very much in the opinion that depression is a thing that's happening in my head, and basically it's sharing that with other people just means that that's going to be in their head too, at least partially, because they'll get the sad, worried feelings only without the chemical imbalance that is causing the depression. So fun, you know, I get it. It's stupid, and it's just a thing that happens to people. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's happened this week. I have not made any new original content video wise, because basically I don't really know how to do this video. I don't know what people wanted. I did ask for I asked for ideas. I asked for I asked for requests and stuff, and didn't get anything. So I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying it's just one of those things. It's like you don't ask for anything, you don't get it. So there has been many uploads of my older work and original footage. I mean, original footage, raw footage that has been posted onto the LiveTUBBS channel. So, I mean, there's still something, you know. I haven't just been sitting on my ass. I have, but I've also been doing things while I'm sat on my ass. And yeah, I've just been busy with other stuff, and I'm sorry about that as well. So I haven't had much time to do it, and haven't had any ideas on what to do for a new video for that particular topic. However, it's a new week. Hopefully we'll have a new topic and everything will be fine. So let's get on with the chat. So what's been going on? Seabrook says, hello Tubbs, howdy. Joshua Fortu says, show your belly. Don't make demands, dude. All the time with this. James is here. Hey, dude. He says, good evening. On the the troubled artists' lives these days. See, I know you've just been like you're trying to be funny or something, but that's not helping. Because basically, I could easily read that as oh, you're sick of hearing me talk about shit, then fuck off. You know. But I know you didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying. I keep seeing lots of stuff that's bumming me out recently, and it's kind of stuff like that. It's yeah. I don't have a troubled life. I just have depression. It's no big deal. Sorry, I was nearly about to say something that I was going to super regret, and yeah. Okay. Back on with the art. Now, I'm going to do the voting, not so in not so short a time from now. But if you do want to vote, just let me know. I'll read out the list now, so you get a feel for what you're voting for, or make a vote. I don't know. You can vote for Art Week, Guest Week, Live Week, Advice Week, Padding Week, Furry Week, Cigar Week, Leather Week, Bloating Week, Feet Week, Funnel Week, Pipe Week, or Squishing Week. You can vote for any of those. If you want me to read out the list again, or basically put you down for a vote, just say so in the comments. I will do so. Are you British? No, I grew up here, but I was actually born in Ireland, so I'm Irish. What nationality are you? Does it matter? Does anybody's nationality really matter? You know, aside from opinions. Right, I'm going to talk about the art, or the furry pick. I don't know. I don't mind whatever you call it. So today I'm going to be working on this. This is the final piece. Well, it's not in the sequence. This is like the second piece or third piece. I don't know. I haven't really sorted out what order I'm doing these in yet. But this is part of the basically part of a comic strip thing. And essentially, well, not really a comic strip, it's just part of a bigger picture. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the detailing on the coloration of this. I've already done the coloring, it's all been flat colored, but basically I want to do the details. I've already done some of the detailing. I've already done some of the basic detailing. For example, you can see you can I'm trying to zoom in on something that you can see the detailing on. Basically, you can see the different colors here, just the simple shading that I'm doing around here and around the fingers and stuff. But I'm going to be doing detailing on the nose, on the mouth, and on the badger. I didn't know how diverse the coloration on the badgers is until I had to look it up for this picture. Then I was like, oh, I thought they were very much like skunks. They were bigger versions of skunks, you know. They were basically black and white. But no, they're not. I forgot completely because I've actually seen badgers in real life. I've seen skunks too in real life. I've seen badgers in real life. I forgot completely that they're only really black and white on their face. On their face, and then basically their chest is this kind of like very light brown color, and their back is kind of a mix of it's kind of a mix of black and white as well. But it's very, very fine, you know. So it makes kind of like a grey color when you see them from a distance. So essentially, I didn't really think about that when I was doing the coloration of the badger in the past. So I've made mistakes, but this time I'm going to correct them because, as you can see here, he's grey except for on his tummy and on his tail. So yeah. There's also a cuter picture of him, like kind of like splattered up against Pop there. I have no idea why, but this program has decided to split these colors. I didn't do this. When I made this shirt all one color. You know, it's all blue, except for these bits of shading that I've got around the arms and stuff and around the bottom. It's all supposed to be blue. So I don't know what's going on there. That's a weird one. Also, I noticed some detailing on his tummy here and here. I don't get it. That's weird. Yeah, I'll fix that now actually, because that's gonna bug me if I don't fix that. So yeah, I don't know why the program has done this. It's done this on his tongue as well. If you can see this bit of the tongue where my mouse is, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Then basically you'll see that it's a different kind of red, and that's unintentional. I don't know why it did that. The computer is just doing weird stuff. It's making weird alterations to the art. I used to draw, but many things got in the way in my life. Wish I could draw again. You can draw again. There's literally nothing stopping you from drawing. I'm just going to grab this color and just do this doodle. Do the doodle. So yeah, I don't know if there's any way I can actually change that color, because that will bug me. Or should I just leave it like that? I don't know. Why am I getting lag? Is it because I've noticed that I keep getting lag, like pen lag, whenever I'm doing this whenever I'm streaming this stuff. Right, and going back to the say. Okay. So what am I doing on the facet? I'm doing the snout, the mouth, and the it's all flat detail except for the face, which has actually got his actual face has got just slight differences of color. I don't know if anybody can make that out, but it's there. My work can't pay the bills though. Well, you do art for fun, and if you can, then you make them. Then you make it rain, as they say. Then you make the money work. That's how that works. For example, I have got a commission that I've got to do after I've finished doing this. And then, yeah. But I started out basically just doing art for fun. Even when I was paid to do art, I did it for fun. Nobody ever starts out art with the intention of making money. You know, artists become artists, and then they basically then they become, they build up their skill enough to actually sell it. So they become artists later. So yeah, I'm just gonna deal with the patchiness because there's so much patchiness. So yeah, just do art for fun, and then basically then deal with monetary issues that you face. I mean, it's. I didn't know that you wanted a career in as an artist, because that's different. That is obviously super different. What's with the? For me, for example, I basically I do make some money off of my art, but obviously I don't make enough money to pay the bills. But I mean, it's something. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the funsies. For the funsies. By the way, his glasses. I'm going to do something special with the glasses. If I could just show you the sketch layer. It's going to have a little tiny picture of the face is in the glasses. So yeah, it's not all lost. It's not just going to be blank. There is going to be something there. Well, I tried at first. Haven't shown you? Haven't I shown you my work before? I'm pretty sure you have. I as I have been a teacher in the past and stuff, an art tutor and stuff. Essentially, I don't remember a lot. I don't remember a lot of. I don't retain whose art is whose. Is that a good difference in color? Yeah. I don't remember a lot of whose art is whose. In some cases, it's just I see a lot of art. So I'm trying to picture something of yours specifically, but I can't right now, and I'm really sorry about that. What was it that you sent me? I think I'm going to go a bit darker for the nostrils as well. I mean, they're already dark. They've already got the black in there, but we could do better. We could totally do better. It's also good when you're doing the details to do touching up of like the colors from the sides and stuff. Should I add some shine to this nose? Like, I'm just going to go a bit darker. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. Got to go a bit darker still as well to do the insides, the very insides. Yeah, remind me of what did you send me exactly? Yeah, that's perfect. I'm just gonna get the lower lip detail, just a tiny bit more, just a touch. I think my DeviantArt page, but I also can't remember. You think your entire DeviantArt page? I'm just doing some extra edginess. It's an extreme close-up after all, so you've got to get some edginess. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some shine, but I'm not going to do that detailing just yet. It's like when I do the teeth, I'm also going to put some shine on that stuff, but that's that's a weird grey I've picked. But let's see if I can. Enhance, as they say. Like the link to my, what are you saying? The link to you, what now? So I'm focusing super a lot, not just on this one bit. Oh, lag! Stop it. It seems to not to lag at just like the most inconvenient moments. Okay, and I want to get a slightly darker color for the inside of the teeth. The inner teeth, and even darker still for the back ones. I'm also going to get some shininess to the tongue and stuff. It's okay. Am I still live? My computer crapped out on me. Somebody's yelling at me on Discord. Maybe that's why it is. Right, okay, I'm back. I was just double checking. How's everybody else's week been? What have you been up to? Oh my god. Sorry, the lag is actually driving me crazy. Just a bit. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, so I got this. Oh, see what I mean about the lag? So I've got this. I'm going to keep this over whatever this is, this mark here that I've got with the teeth. Kind of like, yeah. You're divvying up. Yeah, okay. Deeper. A deeper red. Unlike the other shading, because it's the tongue, it's more. I'm kind of making circular patterns. It can be really messy because eventually I'm gonna add some shine to make it look kind of wet, give it that wet-like appearance, and saliva and stuff. So I don't have to be super neat and crazy with the with much detail on this. In fact, it adds to that organic feel. Where's Jeffers? I wonder where Jeffers is. We'll go a bit deeper and a bit darker. Kind of like a burgundy-ish kind of colour for the back of the tongue. And even darker and deeper still, just for the very back. Make it really layered and add extra, gives it extra oomph. Right. There you are. That's so weird. It's so weird that basically I was thinking about you and then you appeared. I'm so sorry I'm late. Great big hugs, we levels. Here I am. Q. The pig's hungry look is making me hungry, and I just had tacos earlier. I actually want tacos. I had burgers. And chips. Last night I had pie and chips, so I'm trying not to overdo the chips at the same time. Yeah. And as for the hungry look, he's not really hungry. He's kind of putting it on for the for the badger, because the badger likes that stuff. He's more just happy that he's teeny, because the badger's happy that he's teeny. So that's all the detail that I can add here for now. I'm going to try to add shininess and sheen. That's the word, isn't it? I'm going to add a kind of sheen to the tusks and to the mouth itself. Oh, I haven't actually put the shading on the cigar yet. I will do that. Neil. Oh, see, it's lagging. I found out why it's lagging. It's because of the it's because I'm streaming, because the program has to go through another program and then it goes through another one before it actually gets to be on here so that you can see it. I'm also going to give this a bit of depth. I'll go lighter. Turn to darker too. There we go. Now, the tricky part, his eyes. I heard you ask about me while I was messaging you, Tubbs. That was so funny. Yeah, it does happen. That is weird. Well, Jeff, I mean, that's how he looks there. He's also over here. But yeah, that's just the up close, super detailed stuff. Now we're going to go into the even more detailed stuff, and like I said, I'm going to add shine and stuff to him. But first, we have a thing, and that is the thing about this is kind of background. So I don't know if I should do this now or later. The glasses, because as you can see in here, if you look at his eyes, which are actually glasses, they're glass lenses. We've got a reflection, and if you look closely on the reflection, then you'll notice that it's actually the badger face, just a cartoony badger face in them. And I was going to do that with lots of lines and stuff. And like I said, I think I'm going to add that into the background so that I don't accidentally go nuts and basically, yeah. So when I do the background, whatever I'm doing for the background, I might actually just add that in when I do the background. So I think I will actually go on to the other details, such as the sheen. So let's add a sheen. And give his skin some texture and stuff. Now, to add a sheen, I'm going to just use the airbrush. I was going to use the brush itself, but I think I'm going to use the airbrush. And then I pick a very light grey. Actually, I'm just going to go full on white. No, I'm going to go light grey. Very, very light grey. And the smaller brush is better for this. Should I do his nose as well? Should I add a tiny sheen to his nose? Let's see how it looks. Oh, the lag got me. Just to the tip of his. Not too much, just a tiny bit around here. Just on the edges. So that kind of gives it a kind of like a very smooth, reflective look. Again, it's not too much. I'm going to go up here as well. I'm also going to use this color for the tusks because it doesn't really matter what color as long as it's the gray like variant of whatever color it's got. But the problem is that because it's a gray tusk, essentially, well, it's a slightly shaded in tusk. I'm just gonna do that around the tip. Am I here? Am I back? It's telling me that I'm just reading that Jeff says that I'll fix it. I did, but yeah. There I am. Okay. Yeah, so I want to get kind of like a saliva look, but the thing is that I don't really want to, and I want to do kind of like a drip here, but I don't know how this is going to look. So if it looks stupid, then I'm going to undo it. So bear with me. It looks like I'm back. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Yep. Well, it kind of looks okay. It definitely adds a sheen. Just adding a a tiny bit of kind of like moisture, just to the lower nostril area of that. Let me just get rid of this because that's distracting me, having him looking at me like that. Right, I think we're done with the sheeniness. Shininess. And now we're going to go for skin tone because the airbrush does work very best, very good, goodly much with the skin tone. Now I want a slightly darker version of the skin. Right. I'm just going to focus on these cheeks because he's got big cheeks. Actually, I want it more red. I want it more red. I'm just focusing on the lower cheek. It's a bit too much rouge, but I just want a tiny touch. Just a touch. So that's a bit too much. That's a bit over heavily, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's okay. Jeff, did you want to vote for this week's thingy? This week's topic? I'll read out the thing if you want me to. While we're at this, I'm also going to go over to the bigger picture. You know what? Save. Just so this is it. It's sheen, isn't it? It's not shine. I don't want to add a shine to things because that kind of implies that something is shining a light. So it's kind of emitting light, whereas sheen is something that's basically kind of like a surface, like a film of super reflectingness. You know what I mean? Well, I don't care because I know what I mean. Want a bit bigger. That's a bit too big. That's a bit too big. So that's 350. So I want 200. That's perfect. Just want. We just want to add a bit of colory oomph. Some oomph to the effect, to the piggy effect. It's a bit too big now. Giving him some color. It's kind of an opacity thing. Okay, now I just want a slightly lighter color. Just a slightly lighter color. I also want a bigger brush. Oh, that's too big. Every time. Now I want the smaller one. Yeah, just to give, the skin has this kind of weird opacity to it, so you need to add the red, the deep reds, even though it's pig skin. Yeah, the deep reds where you can, just a very light touch of them every now and again, just for the oomph. It just adds that slight level of realism that I like. And the lighter color is for the sheen, as we know. I too would like to repeat for the last list. Okay, yep. Right, so you can vote for Art Week, Guest Week, Live Week, Advice Week, Padding Week, Furry Week, Cigar Week, Leather Week, Bloating Week, Feet Week, Funnel Week, Pipe Week, or Squishing Week. And if you want me to read out the list again, just say so. I will be taking, I will be like doing that after I've done this. You can't stop a mic. You always say that though. You always say that. Right. So I need. I'm going to use this same light peachy color. To me, that's what it looks like anyway. You know me. I cannot see pink. I can see peachy color, and then my eyes start to hurt once it goes into the pink range. The pink point. So I just want, again, just want to touch up. Just bits of his face, not every bit of his face, just key bits that I think will give that kind of like hint of opacity. Well, in this case, the lighter color is definitely more for shine than it is for anything. Put some on his paw too. Because although he's a pig, he's got some he's got very smooth skin here, even though he's basically very stubbly and stuff. But yeah, that's all we need to do. That is all we need to do for the touching up of the colour. Right, so background. It's background time. I think. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing for background for this one, because this is out of the other backgrounds for the other pictures in this series. James, you didn't vote. Would it be to read out the list again? But you didn't vote. It doesn't matter. I'll read it out again when I'm done with this. Yeah, so I don't really know what to do for the background for this one. I know what I'm going to do for the background of this part, but it's mainly the bigger picture that I'm worried about, because, like I said, I have no idea what to do for this. Should I just go for a generic background? You know, kind of like make it all a couple of colors, or a couple, maybe a two-tone effect. That shirt still bugs me, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. It actually doesn't bug me that much. I don't know what happened here still with this difference of color. It's very confusing. I don't really want to try to fix it either, because I'm worried that it will basically screw it up. Let's just find out if that actually would. Yeah, that would screw it up. It's so blue now. Wow. Yeah, that. Thank God. Okay. Again, the computer did this. I don't know how it did this, but the computer did this at some point. I had nothing to do with it. I did the flat coloring, and then I turned the program off. And then when I turned the program back on again, that was like that. And also there was slight discoloration in the tongue as well. I don't have a clue how that happened. Just a two-tone effect. I need two colors then. I need kind of like a, just for the floor and just for the horizon line and stuff. So I'm going to make another layer. I'm going to put it behind everything. Let's see how this looks just without the line work. This always intrigues me. Oh, that looks freaky. That looks so freaky. Like an odd painting. And yet everything's still there. It's so weird. I like doing that every now and again. It just makes me feel funny. It makes everything look weird and funny to me. Right. So we've got the background layer. And that's also going to be the layer in which I do his eyeglasses thing. Because as you can see here, I'm just going to repeat this. He's got an image in his glasses that I'm going to add. So yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go with the background because I've left a lot of the badger, a lot of the smaller badger is incomplete. In other words, I've used some of the white in the background, the negative space, to do that. So we'll find out. So I'm going to scroll all the way up. I'm going to use a brush. So what colors should I use? What two colors should I use? I haven't used green, and there's a lot of red. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What two colors should I use? Something that will contrast the peachiness and the blue, the red, maybe. Oh, the badger shrinking. That's what this is about. This is basically part of a. This is Itchy's character. This is Itchy's new character. He went from honey badger to a European badger because he likes European badgers better than he does honey badgers. So I changed his character from a badger to this, and now he also is into size differences in macro micro, which is basically shrinking somebody or making somebody bigger. But he's into the micro side of it, so I shrink his character. It's going to all make sense once there's a once you see the whole series. So yeah, so these pictures of the badgers are just the same badger, just slowly shrinking until he's that size. So yeah. Anyway, I still need two colors. What do you guys think? What colors should I use? What the fuck? So I feel like I had something in my mustache. That's so weird. Something like smeared into my mustache somehow, and that dried there. But I clean my face after I eat anything. So yeah, don't know how that could be. I'm asking you guys, by the way, what colors should I use? Time for bed for me soon. Oysters to sort out the what? Oysters to sort out and deliver tomorrow? I have no idea what you're talking about. Dirt brown and red, similar to a barn fill. You see, there's logic to what he's saying, because I was actually thinking maybe this is outside Pop's trailer, because Pop lives in a fucking big trailer, and I've never actually considered what color the trailer is. I was just assuming it was going to be, either white or even silver line and stuff like that, But it could be outside his trailer. But no, the two-tone effect is going to be for the background for the. So I'm just going to go with. I'm still thinking green because we do have some browns in this picture. Light brown and yellow. Just that yellow is very close to the. I'm gonna go with my instincts. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go with my instincts. I do like the brown. I'm gonna be 3 tones. How about that? I'm gonna do a yellowish color and and green. Is that okay? But I'm also gonna do brown for the ground, like you said. See, the thing is, we've already got a brown. Now I'm gonna make it more earthy. Earthier and lighter. And big brush. Maybe a lighter brown. You're right. Okay. Trust me, guys. This is the background, so it's gonna look better. I promise. That's way too much green in my opinion, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And I am gonna put the voting in. I'm just gonna read them after I've finished doing this. And this won't take long now because we're on the last bit. We're on the very last bit. And you said yellow. This might be a bit of a problem, but we're gonna try this out. Right, I'm gonna get a smaller brush. Why is it so big? Why is the brush so big? I don't understand. Why brush so big? Why big brush? I'm an oyster farmer now. So I just got the Alice in Wonderland short, the Disney Alice in Wonderland short with the oysters and the walrus. Is it walrus? That does often play in my head a lot though, just because of his characters, just his characteristics and mannerisms are adorable to me for some reason. Again, guys, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I knew what I'm doing. Actually, yeah, with a lighter tone. Even lighter. Right. Is it a Walrus possible Disney dad? It is a Walrus possible Disney dad. Problem. I've done with the Disney dads, and they have to be human. That's the problem with the Disney dad selection. And the only reason why I did the Disney dads in the first place was because that was a paid commission. Somebody actually paid me to do that one. So essentially, that's not going to happen again. But if somebody pays me to do the furry version of Disney dads, I'm totally up for that. Then there's so many, like so many. Obviously, so many. But yeah, I absolutely love that fucking walrus from that Alice in Wonderland thing. Right, I'm gonna need the big Bigly brush again. Darker tone, much darker tone for this bit. Hey, Panda Fox. Did I say that already? I might have said it in my head. I don't know. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I've got to erase some stuff. For example, eyes, because we're going to put something there. I'm erasing a bunch of the paws, the claws, but not all of them, because I want some of that to show through. Oops. That brush, the eraser is way tiny. It's really tiny. There we go. There's a bunch of empty space in his face on account of he is so. Oh, no, that's all fine. Yeah. His face is very white, so yeah. Why missed? The two-tone effects look good. Well, again, it's not done just yet. Like I said, there's just a couple of bits that I'm missing out. One of them is the reflection in the eyes. Now, it's going to get very pixely because I'm going to have to zoom right in to do the eyes. And I need my reference. Here we go. Now, his glasses are kind of a yellow, kind of that dark yellow effect again. A bit smaller than that, I want. Right. Bye, James. Right, so what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to do the It's very pixely. But trust me. It's going to look good in a second. Well, it's going to look okay. I don't know how good it's going to look. This side looks a bit more cartoony than this side, but I'm going to try to fix that. I said try. I have no clue if I'm going to succeed. But again, this is the super detail of the eye, so it doesn't really matter so much. And then I want a bit of reflectiness, a bit of sheen, as you guys know. Just around the edges. Like an old computer screen. And I also want to get this color back because I just realized I haven't done his glasses here. Done. Save, file save. There we go. And let's see how it looks at the sketch layer. That's good. I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? This now looks so good. Well, we did work hard on it. I wonder how many people are going to notice that even. It's very, very laggy. So there's the separation effect that I want to do on here. And of course, you probably know what I'm going to do with that. Is that Itchy's Badger? It is, because that's Pop, so that's Itchy's Badger. They're kind of together in the furryverse. It's a thing. It's a thing. Also, Itchy's got a Chihuahua as well, and he is kind of involved with Five. Well, he's not really involved. He just lives with. He's kind of Five's pet, if that makes sense. Five is a dog, but Itchy's Chihuahua, I can't remember his name, is a dog, and he's Five's pet, and he's an employee. It doesn't really make sense, but he lives with Five and D, and D is Damon's. I was going to say Badger again, Beaver. So yeah. Oh, so he left me. the badgers. What is the badger also involved in the furryverse with you guys? As far as I understand it, the moment that Itchy's badger was created, they, him and Pop were an item. So you're gonna have to take that up with Itchy. Were you guys supposed to be exclusive? I don't know what the whole picture is. I'm not getting into. I'm not getting into this. I'm just not getting involved. It's nothing. It's nothing. Has nothing to do with me. It's their issue, and this is me as Pop saying this. I have nothing to do with me. Just if he says that he's involved with you, I'm just saying that he's been involved with me. So I don't know how to talk about this. It's weird. This is very strange. I do not know. I'm getting uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Oh my god, guys, why? Why? Why have I got that song stuck in my head? That's so random. So I'm trying not to compromise detail. It's just a bit hard. Such a random song. Just get stuck in my head. Calm down, dude. I'm just joking. Okay. And I'm calm. I am calm. So calm. Everything clean. Everything new. Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. It's the quenchiest. Seriously, I've got weird shit going through my head right now. But then again, that happens. It happens like so much with the weirdness. Okay. The office just got hit by a pressure wave. Pressure waves are wind. It's just wind, but it's one hit, one big punch of wind that just happened. So I'm just trying to blend this in as best as I can, so you can't see the change in picture, but it's a bit hard. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, any more and I will fuck up somehow. I just realized. Oh, there's a bit of picture that I missed. I wasn't scrolled all the way this way. God damn it. You should look into my mind then. Okay. Seriously though, we're talking about Itchy's badger. It's called something. Are you talking about him or the Chihuahua? Badger. So was the badger? I mean, like, wait, were him and your character exclusive? I'm honestly not. I'm not joking. I'm really curious there. As if I was. As if I was actually Pop, I would be sincerely curious as to What exactly is the relationship? I'm not pissed as Pop. I wouldn't be pissed. I'm just curious. Wait, no, I was talking about Pop. Yeah, Pop and the Badger have always been a thing. They've always been in a relationship. Right, now I'm going to save this, and we are done. I love the backstory of this, you guys. The backstory is as far as I know it, because I have no idea. Pop has always been kind of like he hasn't actually had any partners in the past. He's just been by himself mostly. He's had friends. He's had fuck buddies. Obviously, he's messed around with a couple of people. He hasn't messed around, at other people. He's messed around with other people. But basically, he has never been in a real kind of like relationship. Then I created the Badger for Itchy. So in the furryverse, the Badger came into existence and then met Pop, and then they instantly got along and have been dating. That's all the backstory. That is literally all the backstory. These two are an item. Five, on the other hand, he has a huge backstory. It's very complicated. It takes way too long. But Five is basically just me in the furryverse. Only he's very successful and basically owns a bar / lounge / man spa. He always describes it as a man spa. So yeah. So there you go. Only his chief employee is also also lives with him. That's basically that's all of his backstory. Seriously, what is the name of? Is it? Oh, god damn it! Sebastian. That's the name of the Chihuahua. It's Sebastian. What's the name of the badger? It used to be a honey badger, but now it's a European badger. That's going to drive me nuts. Somebody yell at Itchy to tell us the name of his badger, because I can't remember what it is. I got it written down somewhere because I wrote a story about it. So yeah. Anyway, that's done. So now we're going to get on with the voting and stuff. Let me just re-plug in everything. I saved that, so I can now save it onto a picture. By the way, I've been a stupid idiot and basically have erased all of my other projects, all of the line work, and just the line work for my other projects has gone away because I just get rid of the these editing files. I get rid of this. And I shouldn't have done that because that was stupid, but it was taking up too much space on my computer. So yeah. If anybody wants to see just the plain line work of this, you have to tell me within like a week or so because this is going to be deleted. I know, Tubbs. I'm so sorry that happened. What happened? This picture's kind of small. I don't know why I started off with a teeny canvas, but I did. My grey beard hairs. The projects you erased. Oh yeah, yeah. Basically, as I was going through projects, I just kind of like saw that, I saved the program, I saved the new picture by itself as its own, as a picture. I didn't save it as a whole project like this. And then I just kind of I deleted the project. So basically, I can't just have this anymore. Let me just. I don't just have any of the original files. So basically, I don't have. God, that looks freaky as well, doesn't it? I don't have just this version of the picture anymore. It's gone. And like I said, that's just because it just looks so funny. That looks funny too. But just without the line work, it always looks so funny to me. Anyway, yeah. Right. Voting. So we've got double. Oh no. I dropped my everything. I dropped my pen. It went into the trash. And it won't come back out. I shouldn't keep that in the trash. I should keep my trash bag there, to be honest. What was I saying? Oh, hello. There's also a spider living right next to... Oh my god. Nearly sat on my nuts. Oh. I didn't actually sit on my nuts, but I nearly sat on my nuts. Which is bad enough. I'm just trying to get comfortable, you guys. Why can't I ever be comfortable? Let's try this again without dropping everything on everything. At least it didn't go into the spider corner. That would have been shit. Right, so we got double Jeffrey votes. That's what I was talking about. The book. I have the book. The book. Yeah. Thank you. It's a bit lopsided at the moment. Let's go because I was supposed to shower today, but I didn't. But yeah. It's so funny. Like so funny. Yeah. So Jeffrey, you've basically got double what you voted for because that's also what James voted for, right? That's how I read what he said. So what did you vote for? Let me read. pipe, padding, and squish. I was going to say, all of your ones are really close together on the book, but they're not. Which is fucking typical. I know, it's not your fault. It's funny to me. Right. So, Panda Fox, are you still here? Can you hear me? Oh, you wanted 2 votes? Oh, yeah, duh. Because James also voted for those things. Itchy. Oh, so I was like, for some reason I got a notification on my screen, and my brain was like, my brain didn't register that it was a notification. I just got a message in my brain saying, Marco. I was like, do I say Polo? Wait a minute. Did Itchy just send me a telepathic message? But it's on here. Right, yeah, Panda Fox. You can vote for Art Week, Guest Week, Live Week, Advice Week, Padding Week, Furry Week, Cigar Week, Leather Week, Bloating Week, Feet Week, Funnel Week, Pipe Week, or Squish Week. If you want to vote still, no pressure. But yeah, those are there. It's Marco, by the way. The badger's called Marco. Sebastian and Marco. He's also got a gator, an alligator, but I can't remember what that one's called. He's also got a pig, and no, I think that's it. I think all of that. I think that's all of them. I only know this because they all got crammed into Pop when he was forced to eat all of them. So he's got a bunch of them. He's got a sloth. That's it. He's got a sloth as well, but I think that's just called Itchy. Put me at something random, I guess. Randomly, you have selected bloating. There you go. Right. Polls closed. Just give me a hot second to actually do them. I'm also going to do them as I'm erasing them. Art Week. Where are you at weekly? Well, yawn. Padding. Padding. Just a sec, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. How have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? Three. Four. 2. Okie dokie. Right. I got a bear, bull, and undead timber wolf. What's a timber wolf? That's a brand of shoe. That isn't an animal. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a brand of shit. Yeah, filled with depression. Oh, dude, singing to the choir. If you wanna find out about my depression, go all the way to the beginning of this stream, because I basically, yeah. But slowly growing out of it. Yeah, it's annoying, but it passes. Jeffy's doing fine. That's good. This is an animal. It's a bigger wolf. I don't know why, and I'm not trying to be mean to you, Panafox. It's just that when I read that in my head, it was basically like, for some reason I had a very small child basically just like, it's an animal. It's a bigger wolf. Aren't they called dire wolves? Okay, results are in. Lots of twos. So many twos. Right. So, Furry Week had no votes. Guest Week had no votes. Live Week had no votes. Advice Week had no votes. Leather Week had 2 votes. Cigar Week had 1 vote. Padding Week had 4 votes. Bloating Week had 4 votes. Feet Week had no votes. Art Week had 1 vote. Funnel Week had 2 votes. Pipe Week had 2 votes. And Squishing Week had 2 votes. So the winners, because there's 2 of them, are Padding Week and Bloating Week. So it looks like I'm going to have a pillow on me, on my belly, while I'm funneling down something, but I don't know what yet. Anybody got any suggestions for either one of these? Because I could make 2 separate videos, or I could do them as one video. I kind of want to do it as one video, and forgive me, but only because it's kind of it's a little bit lazier, you know, if that makes sense. Slight bit of laziness. So yeah. How the week I randomly get voted for wins. I did it random. I did it at random. I basically shut my eyes, opened my eyes again, and whatever one that my eyes landed on, I then picked a random number in my head. I think it was 6, and then basically counted, 6 past that one, and that's the one I picked. So it was as random as I could make it, on the spot randomness. So you win, technically. And because I didn't make an original video last week, then this could probably count as the bloating, burpee, what do I call it? Piggy noise week. This will also count as piggy noise week as well, probably. So yeah. Any suggestions, guys? Any suggestions? I know you had the idea of me eating something gassy, which will get me bloated, but at the same time, I did that. I'm just trying to think of how else I could. I've done it multiple times as well. I did it with curry. I did it with lots of Italian food. I did I done it with beer. I done it with beans. I've done it with ravioli. I've done it with beans and sausages, small sausages. So I'm just trying to think of what else could I use that is a gassy kind of food to do that with. And I got nothing at the moment, and I still had nothing after you suggested it, so yeah. But hey, bloating week, very easy to do. Like if I don't get any suggestions, I'm just going to use soda. And yeah, padding. How am I going to do padding? We've mostly got 3 options. I could use the boiler suit. I could use the what you guys call the overalls, my dungarees, or whatever they're called, or something else, because just they're the two things that padding works best for. So yeah. Any suggestions will be welcome. I will do another live stream sometime in the middle of this week because I'm going to begin the new channel, hopefully, because it requires a lot of prep to actually start a new channel, especially when you're doing it when you have no lesson plan. So diary in your case. What? Dairy? Oh, yeah, because you think because I might have a slight lactose intolerance. That mainly does other things. That gives me fart gas cramps instead of actual gas cramps. You like the Jeffrey, you like the oval, so you want farmer tubs. It can be arranged. What am I going to do though? Because I can't do beer because I've already done that. I can't do a beer bloat, so it's probably just going to be soda. I'm just trying to think of ways of making it unique. Uniquey. Uniquey. I just realized I haven't closed the polls on Discord. I will do that now and let you guys vote for next week if you want to vote for next week. What is it? Padding and bloating. Let me just get rid of those. That's why I didn't do this before. I'm also putting my vote. I always put a random vote on, and I will do so in a second as soon as I find my emoji, because I use a different emoji each time. Basically, I just use the next emoji. Where is it? Oh my god, guys, they got rid of it. I'm actually seriously bummed about this. What did I use before? Goat. Before the last one, I used a goat, I think. So I'm going to use. Oh, they put it in the nature section. It used to be in animals, but they put it in the nature section. A deer. Yeah, whatever works. Okay, you can vote for Art Week, Guest Week, Live Week, Advice Week, Furry Week, Cigar Week, Leather Week, Feet Week, Funnel Week, Pipe Week, or Squishing Week. Vote for any of those. If you want me to read it out again, then please do so. I am going to read it out anyway. Again, why not? Art Week, Guest Week, Live Week, Advice Week, Furry Week, Cigar Week, Leather Week, Feet Week, Funnel Week, Pipe Week, or Squishing Week. I was not picking on you. So I just noticed that Padafrog. So I noticed it before, but I didn't comment on it yet. But I just thought I'd say that now. I wasn't picking on you, Padafrog. Stop it. Anyways, there we go. Right. I think that's it. This pen is dangerous, by the way, because I hung it up. It's got a hook on it that's meant to be used as a bottle opener. It can also be used as a phone stand somehow. And also, it did say on the instructions what else this can be used for. This particular kind of shape and size and stuff. Is it like a small wrench? I don't know. But yeah, it's a hook. So I hooked it up on my shelf just here because I was messing around with it, and I've got a shelf here. And it's got like an attachment just here, and I basically just hooked it on there just because I was messing with it. I couldn't find my fucking pen for ages. And then when I came here, I went out of my office. I had my dinner, and I came back, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, it's right there!" But I was like, "Where the hell's my pen?" It's right here. But where's my pen? So yeah, this thing's dangerous. It's dangerous. I think I'll just leave it alone somewhere. Pipe and squish. They're both next to each other. Thank you, Jeffers, for making that super easy for me. Right. Any more votes? Anybody want to talk about anything before I head off? What did you have for dinner? Everybody always wants to know this. I had burgers and chips today. Yesterday I had pie and chips. So tomorrow I'm going to try not to have chips. Although I've got a sneaky feeling that we don't have anything that I really want to eat for dinner in the house that doesn't involve chips, because I think I want homemade pizza and chips. I could just have the homemade pizza, but then I feel hungry later. So if I have chips, then that provides just enough potato protein and starchy goodness that basically I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I just realized I could take this out. So this is the actual pen part, and leave this bit and hang this up. Probably not. So I was going to say something, and then I just read. I hate that. I keep doing that just recently. Seriously, what was I going to say? I have a pick idea, but I kind of want to run by you, but I have no money at the moment. You can run it by me. I've got regular work that I do that is like not art stuff. That basically is it's concept art stuff. So it's not that interesting. It's not as interesting as you think. But yeah, I've got regular art to do. I've got one commission, so somebody is gonna pay me to do something. It's the same guy who wanted the lizard and the pig, the lederhosen pig picture. If anybody remembers that, with the musical notes and him playing a tuba, it's that guy, Timothy. That's it, Timothy B. I think his name is. But yeah, he's basically commissioned another pick off of me, so I've got that to do. But apart from that, I am free to do whatever. So, what's the idea? I did have Basic Person. Basic Person has been rather active, just on various discords I've noticed, and he did ask me if I could draw something for him. I basically said, yeah, cool. Like, how much are you going to pay me? Because I don't just draw things for people. I don't always just draw things for people. This project that I just showed you guys, that was actually my own personal project that I basically let people make suggestions on. So yeah, and like I said, I will show you guys the whole story soon. In fact, after I finish this call, I'm going to post them all to Discord. And Jeffers, you want them as well? And I'll try to write down the story when I send them to you. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to work out very well because they're going to be in the wrong order. Whatever. Yeah, so basic person basically asked me to draw something for him and then basically didn't give me any detail. And oh my god, do I remember this guy? Do you guys remember basic person? Remember the things that I've done for him in the past? He's one of the people, because there's many people who do this. He's one of the people who basically give me just a tiny hint of what he wants me to do, and then just leaves everything up to me, or just doesn't message me about any other details about the picture. So I end up having to draw all of that myself, which is fine. I don't mind that, but basically, we didn't get past talking about the payment side of things, and then I just said never mind, meaning never mind the payment, and he disappeared. So I don't get it. I do not understand. Anyway, what is your suggestion? Oh my god, I'm not tired from you guys. I'm just tired. I'm not really tired. I've just been on this. Lots of talking. Too much talking. I'm trying to remember the name of the actor, but a well-known actor basically passed away, and I can't remember his name. But he's basically he was one of my favorites. Passed away a couple of days ago, and it was like, ugh, it's been bugging me for these past couple of days. I wanted to change my bear to a braggo. So you want a mythical creature mixed in with your original creature. I've done that already for one of my characters because it's the mythical creature of just like a woodland spirit is embodied in a bear. That bear is Boulder. So yeah, that's why he does all the magic shit all the time. But yeah, you want a Bragon. You want a Bragon. What kind of dragon? Well, yeah, what species of dragon are you expecting to? Are you trying to mix with a bear? Because there's many. It's weird. I don't think there's been this many different kinds of one specific mythical creature before, but somebody was telling me about this, not in the Harry Potter sense. I know there's a whole book, for fuck's sake, about mythical creatures, but in other lore besides Harry Potter, there are so many different species of dragons. It is weird, you know. Like seriously strange. Just and there's just like you've got and they're different kind of they're different breeds of dragon, but they're different species of dragon, and these are two distinctive things as well. Like the breeds of dragon, you got like the breeds are European, Western, Western European, South European, and Eastern European. And then you've got the Eastern dragons, and then you've got the Arabic dragons, and then you've got the what's it called? It's named after a people, not a place. Ugh. You got Nordic dragons as well, and these are just the breeds. There are different species of these breeds. Oh my god, there's so many, so many. For some reason, the Americas never got the whole dragon thing, but the rest of the planet, for some reason, got the dragon thing in their mythology. It's so strange. Best you guys got is the jackalope. Because I was thinking of that, but doing a feeling of what kind. Okay. By the way, there are dragons with antlers, so it's kind of, I don't understand that in itself, but it's cool because I think they're called crowned dragons. So yeah, the Americas never got dragons, but I always find it funny because you've got like alligators, and alligators, in my opinion, are very dragon-like and stuff. So yeah. You have a feeling for what kind? Well, I know what the different kind of breeds look like, but I don't actually know what the kind of species look like. So if you do have one in mind, a particular dragon or particular breed of dragon in mind, that's Q. Somebody actually wanted me to do this in the concept art. They were telling me about what they would like me to draw for them in concept art, dragon-wise. And they were telling me about the exact breed, and they basically just came up with the dragon of Game of Thrones, and I was like, ugh. Which are, in fact, kind of a cross between mainland European dragon but they actually have a name and everything. Huh. So I'm pulling the pen apart. It's got a screwdriver in it. And a stylus. It's very handy. I'm going to like monsters more than furries. Some furries are monsters. Pop's a monster. You seen him at a buffet? He's a monster. Yeah. Well, Panafox, send me a brief of what you would like, as much detail as possible, including the dragon that you're thinking of. I know you said you wanted to try out several, but hold it, my internet's got a bit funny. You guys see and hear me? Okay, it's just that I don't know. I can't show you. On this screen, my Discord is now trying to restart, and my preview for my not this app chat window is been turned off because my internet apparently is good, but it's not on. So yeah, as long as this computer is fine, because this is the one that's transmitting now, which is weird, then I'm okay. That's a cool pen. Yes, it's my Christmas pen. I love it. It's kind of, I don't want to use it all the time, because if I use it all the time, then I'll take it with me somewhere, and if I take it with me somewhere, I'm going to lose it. So I'm trying not to use it all the time, but at the same time, it's so cool to use. It's like my space pen. Like when I worked at the frozen food warehouse, basically I didn't have a pen in my house at all, except for my space pen, and I have my space pen on my desk, and it's the only nice present that my brother has ever given me. It's the only nice present that my brother has ever given me. And it's super smooth, and it was kind of small, but it was perfect for my pocket. But I never took it out with me because I knew I'd lose it if I did that. I didn't have any other pen. I had to go to work. I couldn't show up to work with no pens. I lost it the next day. Pain in the keister. So yeah, I've got a feeling that that's going to happen if I take that pen out anywhere with me. So yeah. And now my Discord is back. Yay. Right. Anything else anybody wants to talk to me about? Oh, okay. I have I was going to say infection, but it's not. I have a water blister, a very tiny water blister on my finger. That's why my finger's so itchy. Usually happens when I touch something I'm allergic to. I don't see any cinnamon in here. Great. I'm going to shut the buke. Right then, I do not know when I'm coming back on stream, but I will be doing that soon-ish. Is it painful? Not really. It's just itchy right now. It's only painful if I accidentally, if I accidentally relieve it. My internet was gone again. Yeah. Any new ideas? Any new ideas at all? I'm assuming that I'm still on and that the internet's just playing up on this computer. Right? Right, guys? Hello? I'm good. I'm just very paranoid. I'm just super paranoid because it's cut off once, and now this computer keeps telling. And this is how I found out that I was cut off, by the way. And my computer keeps telling me that it's cut off. So, okie dokie. Yeah. Anybody got any more ideas for the Farmer Tubs padding video? Because it's going to be the bloating video as well, and yeah, any ideas at all will be great. I'm probably going to film that on Tuesday because I'm struggling right now, but I have some ideas, but I don't know if they're going to work yet. I'm thinking about breaking out the funnel again, just because I was going to do that. I keep meaning to do that for things, and then just completely forgetting. But I don't know what to use in the funnel because I've still got all that Polish beer, but I don't want to use that Polish beer because I'm pretty sure that's what made me queasy last time. Because I felt queasy after making that video, and it was kind of weirdly slimy, like the bubbles, the foam for that beer was weirdly slimy tasting, feeling, both of those things. So yeah, probably not that. um hmm. Maybe I should test soda, because I haven't tested soda in the funnel yet. Only because I kind of know what's going to happen if I do try to test soda in the funnel. It would lose a lot of its carbonation before it actually got into me. So there'll be less bloatiness and less burpiness. So yeah. I'll have a think. I'll have a think. And when I film it on Tuesday, if anybody's got any suggestions, please let me know. And when I film it on Tuesday, then I'll try to do a live stream using the OBS mobile. So on Tuesday, for you guys, it'll probably be in the morning or lunchtime. On Tuesday, you guys just check my feed. Just check my feed on LiveTUBBs on here, because OBS on the mobile is a bit strange. It's a lot more painful to use, because it will start the live stream immediately, but it will put it in private, and I have to manually go over and switch it to public. So you'll likely not get a notification for it. It will just suddenly be online. So if you want to watch me do that, there you go. Yeah, so I'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to say to you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm missing out a bunch of stuff, but that's when I'm next going to be live. I'll probably say all this stuff again. Yeah. Okay. So this phone wasn't charging up at all. I don't like my new chair. Belly rubs. Oh, stretch. I don't know if you saw that. It was just a random reflex just for my arms to just go, eeh. But yeah. Belly rubs and belly salute. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, maybe. Oh, by the way, this is interesting and kind of cool at the same time. I don't put thumbnails for these videos, so essentially, what happens is the computer, the picks, the YouTube picks just a random part in the video to actually use as a thumbnail. Its algorithm for doing this has something to do with watch time. So the more people watch a certain part of the video, the more that is likely to be the thumbnail for the video. So I've noticed that a lot of my thumbnails from my past videos have either been the actual artwork pieces that I've been drawing, or the belly rubs and belly salute sections. I think the last one is as well. It's not just me. This is actually a thing that keeps happening. So I appreciate the watches. I just find that hilarious. Anyway, guys, yeah, have a good night. I don't know why I'm using that computer mouse. It does nothing. It does nothing. Yeah. Talk to you soon. That's weird. My mouse hovered over the add server button on Discord. I thought it was a new server, and I was like, that's a new one. That's interesting, but no, it's not. It's just suddenly green. It doesn't matter. Bye bye.